Welcome back to my channel. I'm back. Happy 2019 to everybody. I hope your guys' Christmas and New Year's was amazing. So it's time for a new video. Let's get upstairs and do it. It's been a long time since I had a Blu Ray update I could hold with one hand. 28. Whoa. I cut it in half. It's time for December's update. Oh. How's it going, everybody? Tommy Star here. Thank you for clicking on this video and welcome to another Blu-ray update. Yes, my first update for 2019 and my first video for 2019. And yeah, I've been gone for a long time again. Why do I keep doing this? I don't know, you guys. I'm just got so much going on right now that you guys will know this year. You will know in just a couple of months, you know, some really good news that happened in our family here that I've been kind of keeping on the DL, but you will know soon enough. But regardless, it's been busy times here, but I'm excited to finally get a video up after, like, I don't even know. Is it going on a month? Maybe 3-4 weeks? I have no idea. Anyway, doesn't matter, I'm back. My first video for the year, and I'm starting it out with my December Blu Ray update. And like I mentioned, yeah, about half of what I got in November. 28 titles in this update. I told you guys before that I didn't plan on getting a lot in the month of December, even though 28 is actually a nice stack of movies and probably like an average amount of movies that people get each month that do these videos on YouTube. And this happens to be what's considered small for me. But you know, I was going to have a small update because of Christmas, and you know, I didn't get a lot in the month because of that. Shopping, Christmas presents for the family, and you guys know how it is. But still, it's a good stack of stuff that I'm excited to show you guys. I always am. In this update, we do have a few Christmas titles. I'm not going to do a Christmas category. I only usually do that in November, just because you guys view the November update in December. So, but there will be a couple titles in here that are actually Christmas, that are really just part of my A to Z, you know, whatever. But so, yeah, so a couple Christmas movies. So we got a little stack of A to Z. We got a couple 4K, a couple Disney, some horror, some Scream Factory, some Steelbooks, and a few DC TV series. Oh, and I think one DC Marvel, which is a Marvel title. So there you have it, my little stack of December's pickups, and I think it's enough talk. Let's get into this update. Okay, we'll go ahead and kick things off with the A to Z stack here. We got one without slipcover, Deck the Halls. It was a Christmas movie that I've been looking to add to the collection for a while, and I never really came across it in store and never took the time to order it. But towards the end of December, I was at a Half Price Books out in a different area from where I live, and they had a whole bunch of these. You know, like sometimes Half Price Books will put out their little rack of like Christmas movies, you know. They had a whole stack of these movies that were still sealed, $3 a piece, 20% off. So I ended up getting it for like, you know, $2 and something. But a movie that I wanted for the Christmas collection, fun movie. It was cool watching on Blu-ray for Christmas, so. Okay, now getting into the slipcover A to Z, another Christmas title here that I found at that same Half Price Books. And I was lucky enough to find it with a slipcover, and that is Bad Santa. I don't know why I didn't have this movie, but I found it super, super cheap. I had to grab it, and it was so much fun watching, you know, around Christmas time. So I got to get the second one, and unfortunately, I don't think that one ever came with a slip, which is, I just hate when movies do that. But I'm sure a lot of you have seen this movie. It's hilarious. Happy to have it. All right, we got a couple of new titles here. The House with a Clock in Its Walls. I haven't watched it yet because with December, I was watching nothing but Christmas and haven't been able to watch a lot of movies so far this year, but I can't wait to see it. I mentioned this before. It's a movie based off of my favorite childhood author, John Bellairs, and it's done by Eli Roth. Yeah, it's an Eli Roth film, and you got Jack Black in here. It's just, I read the book 100 times as a kid, and I loved it, and I cannot wait to see this movie. I heard it's pretty fun, yeah, pick this up. One of my, I think my last shopping video I did, to be honest with you. But yes, let me know if you guys have seen this yet. Okay, a couple movies here that my son bought me for Christmas. First up here we got The Equalizer 2. So happy I got this movie. This is one that I wanted to pick up, but I held off because I know my son wanted to buy me some movies, and he knew I really wanted this one, so haven't watched it yet, but I love the first one. Cannot wait to check this out. I did hear it wasn't as good as part one, which a lot of times sequels aren't anyway, but I'm still happy to have it and cannot wait to check it out. Another one my son bought me, the brand new Mission Impossible film, Fallout. This is the 6th one in the series. I gotta get a little caught up on these. I've seen the first 4, but I never saw the last one, which was Rogue Nation, and then I never seen this one, but I heard that this one is actually pretty good, and I think it's, out of like every Mission Impossible movie, I think it's made the most money. It made a lot of money in the theater for a Mission Impossible film. I'm excited. You get Henry Cavill in here, from Superman, who played Superman. Thanks my son for picking this up for me. Another movie I got here for Christmas from Jess's mom, The Happy Time Murders. I actually did watch this, believe it or not, and because I was excited to see it. My buddy Craig saw it in the theater. He said it was fun, and I don't know, I wasn't really that pleased with it. I mean, it was kind of, I feel like it could have been so much better. It was just, I don't know, it kind of lost me. It was kind of, it seemed like the plot didn't really, it felt rushed, and it was kind of a stupid plot. I mean, it didn't really keep your attention. I don't know, that's just my opinion. But I mean, it was okay. It had some funny parts. I mean, I love Melissa McCarthy and everything she does. But I don't know, it's worth checking out. Give it a watch. Okay, so that's all my A to Z. Let's move on to the next category. A couple of Disney here. I don't really get much Disney anymore because, I already have pretty much everything, from the collection almost. Nowadays it's just really going to end up being new titles and then a few things here and there. Maybe some Disney Movie Club exclusives. I still need a lot of them. Those movies there, those yellow ones. Those are Disney Movie Club exclusives, and there's still a ton more I got to get of those. But otherwise, a few odds and ends here and there, like these two here that I picked up from the Buddies franchise. First one up here is Spooky Buddies, and then we got Treasure Buddies. I'm trying to get every one of these Buddies films that are on Blu-ray. There's a couple in the whole entire franchise that aren't on Blu-ray, but it all started from like Air Bud, and then it kind of went from there, and it just spun off to a bunch of different series, but it's all part of the same franchise. And I'm trying to get all the ones on that, like I said, that they have on Blu-ray. Now, my buddy Kirsten, the Blu Obsession, he actually sold me these slipcovers, and I found the movies. I ordered the movies off eBay, like really, really cheap, dirt cheap, $2-3 for the movies, and then got the slipcovers from him. He just sent them to me for free. So thanks a lot, buddy. Here they are now. Got the movies in here. There's just a couple more of these that I need from the franchise. I think there's like 3 or 4 more, and then I'll have all of these too. So, all right, that's it for Disney. Let's move on to the next category. Okay, the one and only Marvel title, and I got this from GS for Christmas, and I really wanted this. You guys know me; I collect anything and everything for the for this franchise. Any kind of set or any kind of edition they put out, I gotta get it. and that is Deadpool 2. This is the special, like, holiday edition, if you want to call it that, Best Buy had exclusively. It's kind of cool. It's just comes in a little box. You get a little like Christmas pen here that, like, I think it, like, yeah, there's like water or something in it. You got a picture of Deadpool there with, you know, the Santa hat and the Santa bag on here or whatever. But you get some cool things in here. I'm trying to see what else comes with it, like some postcards. Yeah, here, right on the front. So yeah, the pen and 4 postcards on the inside. So I have to get it for the collection. You know me, I got to get everything Deadpool. There's a couple more. I might have mentioned this to you guys before. There's a couple little box set things that Walmart has of Deadpool 1 and 2 that come with little mini Funko Pops. I got to get those too, because I mean, I got to have everything. Hopefully I can still find those, but yeah, there's that, and the only DC Marvel title I got in this update. All right, so like TV series, I don't even really know why I call it TV series. It should just be called series in general, whether it's TV or Netflix or whatever. But I was so happy that I finally got all these. These are the latest seasons from all the DC series. Like always, I try not to buy them when they first come out because they're always like 40 some bucks. And it's not like I need to rush to get them because I'm way behind on the series and I won't even watch them until I catch up on everything else. So I wait for them to go down, and these eventually all drop down to like $15, starting at 40. And I try to be patient, and it always pays off. And then you sell the codes for like 10 bucks a piece. I end up paying $5 for these things. So you can't lose that way. So anyways, Supergirl season 3, Arrow season 6, The Flash season 4. I've actually watched this one. I've completed the whole first season, and then I started season 2, and that's as far as I got. But it's a great show. I loved it. Gotham season 4. I actually did. I got about halfway through season 1 of Gotham. I am kind of watching them. And then 3rd season of Legends of Tomorrow. So yeah, happy to have these in the collection. I get all these every time, but like I said, I always wait for them to go down in price. So, all right, moving on. All right, getting into Steelbooks. I got 3 of them. I got 2 Marvel and a Christmas one. But the first one I'm going to show you here is Venom. This is the, I didn't get the 4K Steelbook, which I think was the same artwork. I ended up getting the Blu Ray Steelbook just because it was a lot cheaper. But look at that picture on there. I just love how, like back here is, spells out Venom, in the back of his mouth. I think that's just awesome. This is a matte finish. Here's the back and spine, and then there's nothing on the inside. It's just blue on the inside. Unfortunately, no inside artwork, which kind of sucks. But this was a fun movie. I watched it and I seen it in theater, and I thought it was pretty cool. And then I've watched it now with Jess since I've had it, and I don't think it was as good the second time as the first time. I don't know. It's weird. Sometimes I end up liking movies better the second time, but I don't know. It's pretty cool. I don't know. Check it out if you guys haven't seen it. It's a fun movie. Okay, this next one here, you guys. Okay, this is a Steelbook that I have been looking for a while. I never knew that there was a Steelbook for this until one day, just about a year ago, I'm on eBay just kind of looking around, typing things in, and I thought of this movie because it's like one of my all-time favorite movies. Maybe in my top 20 or something. And I seen on eBay that one actually existed, and there was only one person on eBay that was selling it, and it was from another country, like in the UK, I think, or something like that. And it was always like $150 or something. And then I'm not gonna pay that for it. And from that point on, I would always go back on eBay, and a lot of times it'd be nothing, because it's kind of, it doesn't pop up a lot. Every once in a while, something would come up, and it would be another one around the same price out of the country. And I also found a lot that were also damaged and stuff, like some pretty bad damage. Well, anyways, I just kept being patient, and all of a sudden one day, I was on eBay and I found one that was in the States, in like Virginia or something, in the States, and it was like 70 or best offer and free shipping, and I, just for the hell of it, I put in I think 45 or 50, somewhere in that range, and the person accepted it right away, and I was like, oh my God, I just couldn't believe it, because this is a beautiful Steelbook, and I cannot believe I finally have this. It's definitely a different region, but that is Howard the Duck. Check this out, you guys. Such a gorgeous Steelbook. It's got a gloss finish. If you look at the back, it's like a comic. It is so cool. I think it says back here what region. Yeah, it's region B. So you can't watch it, but I mean, obviously I already have the movie. There's the spine, and then there's nothing on the inside, unfortunately, just a disc art. But it's still such a beautiful Steelbook, and I cannot believe I finally got my hands on this. This was a hard sucker to find, but it is just such a beautiful Steelbook. It's in really good condition. Couple little things here and there, but nothing bad. So, oh, I was so happy to find this. This is a big time holy grail Steelbook for me. And then the last one here is just one I snagged in my last shopping video. A Christmas Steelbook I wanted to get for some time, and that's Christmas Vacation. Got this over at Best Buy. Cool Steelbook, glossy finish. There's the back, the spine, and yeah, we do have some artwork on the inside. Take the discs out really quick. Cool picture of Clark cutting the turkey. So, all right, those are my Steelbooks. Let's move on. Okay, Scream Factory. We got 4 collector editions in the month of December. Hell yeah. So I'll just kind of show you them in order of how they got released. At least, I think I have the right order of these. Anyways, Silent Night, Deadly Night Part 2. Hell yeah, they released Part 1 last year with a figure, and now they released Part 2 with a figure. And like usual, I'll put the unboxings to these to my Scream Factories down in the description box if you guys missed that video. But I've already watched this. It looks great. It was so fun catching up on this Christmas. I actually watched them both. I had to go back and watch the first one. I do it every year. And then I watched this one with my parents, and they had never seen either one. I actually had never seen Part 2. And it's cool. I mean, it does have a lot of the first one in it, a lot of like scenes from the first one, but it's still a fun movie, and I'm so happy. Joel Robinson did the art again like he did for the first one. It just looks gorgeous. And then we finally got the last Texas Chainsaw Massacre film in the franchise on Blu-ray, and that is Texas Chainsaw Massacre: The Next Generation. This is the 4th one in the franchise that I think was intended to be like kind of a reboot or something. It's my least favorite, but I love the franchise, and I'm so happy now that everyone is on Blu-ray. And to top it off, Scream Factory put it out. To me, it just makes it even better. But the artwork's awesome. Joel Robinson again. Originally, they had Matthew McConaughey and Renee Zellweger. He originally had that in this picture in his artwork, but for some reason, I think rights, he had to take him out or something. I don't know, it was really weird. But yeah, Renee Zellweger and Matthew McConaughey is in this movie. I mean, I don't hate the movie, but in my opinion, it's the weakest in the franchise. But like I said, I'm so happy to just have all the Texas Chainsaw Massacre films on Blu-ray now. So thanks, Scream Factory. Next up here is Starman. And yeah, this one I was pretty excited about. This was another Comic-Con announcement. And it's definitely one of my favorite John Carpenter films. Like it's definitely up there. Just a really cool movie, and I think it looks beautiful. I've already watched it. It's got Jeff Bridges in it, Karen Allen. It's a really unique, cool movie. I definitely will recommend this to you guys. I mean, if you haven't seen Starman, check it out. I think I said in my video in the unboxing that I thought that this was the first time to Blu-ray for this, but it had already been released on Blu-ray. But either way, we got a collector edition from Scream Factory. Artwork is awesome. And yeah, I'm just happy to have this. And then the last Scream Factory is Dracula, Prince of Darkness. Christopher Lee Dracula film. I think this is like a sequel or something. I think it's like a part 2 in this particular franchise. But it's another collector edition from Scream Factory, and I gotta get them all. So, I mean, I'll watch it at one point. I'm almost done watching all my Scream Factories. I got like 14 left to watch, and I can officially say I've watched every single Scream Factory collector edition that I own. I bet you there's a lot of collectors out there that can't say that. But either way, I have to get it. I have to get them all. So, like I said, I'll watch it soon. Okay, now we're going to get into our horror titles. Looks like we got 5 of them here, and then we'll go ahead and end with 4K. First one up here is The Meg, a movie I wanted to get when it first came out, but I'm happy I waited because it went all the way down to 15 bucks, so I had to pick it up at Best Buy. It looks badass. I've heard a lot of good things about this movie. Jason Statham's in here. I love him. You know, he's a badass actor. So yeah, I'm looking forward to checking this out soon. All right, next up is another film that I got from Jess's mom. A movie called Searching with John Cho. This movie, I actually watched this movie just when I watched this. This movie was awesome. Kicked ass. It's like a found footage type movie, but not done with like a video camera. It's done with just through devices, you know, like computers and tablets and phones. That's basically all you see throughout the whole movie. And I knew going into it that it was like that, and that kind of threw me off. I didn't know what I would think of that, but it worked. It really did work. It was so interesting, so suspenseful. John Cho was amazing in this movie. It had a really, really cool ending with a badass twist. So I will highly recommend this movie, you guys. It is really, really cool. Definitely one of my favorites as of late. So yeah, 2 big thumbs up on this movie. And another movie I got for Christmas from my son, The Nun, from the Conjuring franchise. This is the 5th one now in the Conjuring franchise. And I heard that this one is pretty freaky. Haven't watched it yet, but yeah, of course, I'll get to it soon. I've watched all, the first 4 Conjuring films. I love them all. I think the only one that's, I think, a little weak in the franchise was the last one, Annabelle Creation. I wasn't real big on that one. It got better towards the end, but I don't know, kind of not as good as the rest, but I'm excited to check out The Nun, so happy to have it. Thank you to my son. All right, and then we got The Predator, the brand new Predator film in the franchise. This is the 4th film, but the 6th if you want to count Alien versus Predator. Just love that slipcover, you guys. I went with Blu-ray. I don't know. I was debating on this in 4K, and I probably should have got the 4K, but I have all the rest on Blu-ray, so I don't know. But I heard that this movie was a lot of fun. A lot of mixed reviews, but I'm excited to see it, so cannot wait to check it out. And the last horror title is something pretty cool. I actually bought this for my buddy Craig for Christmas, and I actually picked this up in my last shopping video, but I didn't show it because I had a feeling that if my buddy Craig saw the video and saw that I had it, he would probably know I was sending it to him, because I called him on the phone the day I seen it and asked him if he ever found any of these at his Target, and he said no. So I figured that if I would have right away, because that day is the day I was doing the shopping video, and I figured that if he would have seen the video and seen that I got this, he would have known, because I didn't tell him that I found them at my Target for that reason. But that is Jaws in this really kick-ass retro VHS like clamshell type thing. And Target put a whole bunch of movies out recently, and it was a while ago, but I could never find them in my Target, and neither could Craig. They just never showed up. I'd seen a bunch of videos, like other people's videos that they were finding them, but I never could. And that day, I seen them all. There's like I don't know, 10 of them or something like that. Just a bunch of random movies. There were a few others that I kind of was interested in getting, but I didn't. I just, picked up this one. I got it for Craig and I got it for me. But Jaws, awesome movie. This is like my buddy Craig's like in his top 3. It's like his second or third favorite film, but it's just cool looking, you guys. Like I said, it just comes in this little clamshell and you open it up and you just get a Blu-ray disc in there. So yeah, badass looking. Even came with a code. And these weren't that much. These were like $13 or something. So I hope you like yours, Craig. All right, that's it for horror. Let's move on to the final category, my 4K. Okay, we got 2 4K here. First one up here is Venom. So yeah, obviously you guys know I got the Steelbook. When it comes to DC Marvel, I always end up buying multiple copies. I always like to get a slipcover and a Steelbook. You guys know me. But anyways, I was debating between the Blu-ray slip and the 4K slip because I kind of liked the Blu-ray slip as well. But the more I looked at this 4K slip, because it was alternate, they don't always do that with movies, but sometimes they do. The 4K and the Blu-ray will be different art on the slip. But when I seen this, I'm like, this is just badass. I just love the white and the black. And what's cool is that the picture underneath is basically like the same picture that was on the Blu-ray. So with this one, you get both. So, yep, I had to get the slipcover edition. I had to get 4K. DC Marvel, I'm trying to really build up my 4K in that category a lot. So, all right, now my last and final pickup in this update, and that is Evil Dead 2 on 4K. I think was it last month that I got Evil Dead 1? I can't remember. It was either last month or the month before. I got Evil Dead 1 on 4K, and now we got part 2 on 4K. And then now Army of Darkness, of course, is the Scream Factory Collector Edition, so I'm happy with all the editions now I have of Evil Dead. And I just love that picture. Such a cool picture. So, and then I guess I would just leave the remake. I don't know if, when that will come to 4K, but happy to have this, the Evil Dead franchise, almost all of them on 4K now, so. All right, well, there you have it. Definitely one of my shorter Blu-ray updates in a long time. But yeah, some pretty cool stuff. I hope you guys dug the titles I got. Again, I'm sorry you guys have been so behind on videos. I have plans for this channel as I move forward to try to get more content out there. Try to bust out some more top 10 videos. It's been a while since I've done those, but I have an unboxing coming pretty quick as well. I don't know if I'll upload that tomorrow or the next day of a brand new MVD and a first time Blu-ray item. But so far for January, I haven't got a lot in January either. I'm still kind of making up for Christmas, as we all do. But again, thanks to everybody for sticking around and being patient. Hope you enjoyed my December update. If you did, give it a thumbs up, hit the like button down below. Drop me a comment, let me know what you guys think of these pickups. If you guys ended up getting any of these, share the video around. Subscribe if you have not. Make sure you hit the notification bell so you guys are updated when I upload my new videos. So it's great to be back. We will see you guys very soon in my next video. Take care.